Welcome to the IB Math Center. This is question number 2 of the Algebra MYP E-Assessment Topical Solution Series. For those of you who are here for the answer to this question are the following 3 expressions. For those who are here to look at the solution, feel free to pause the video here, take a screenshot. And for those who are here to see the solution, for the explanation, let us begin. So, the question is that we have to identify, let me just change the pen please. So we have to identify 3 expressions that simplify to 6x minus 5. So we've been given 6 expressions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Of these 6 expressions, 3 will simplify to 6x minus 5. And we have to identify which 3 are those. So let's begin. The task is to simplify. That's the implicit command term. That's mentioned. So what's the first question? The first question is 12x squared minus 10, and this whole is being divided by 2x. Now, if we look at the answer is 2 terms being subtracted, 6x and minus 5. This expression is one fraction. So we've got to change this fraction into 2 parts and see what the sign will be in between. How can we do that? How can we change this fraction into 2 parts? It's very simple. So, only for the sake of explanation, if you're giving, let's say, if you're given this fraction 1 over 2 minus 2 over 2, because both of these fractions have the same denominator, you can take the denominator to be 1 and just end up subtracting the numerators. That is exactly what we're going to do. We've followed this process top to down. What we're going to do here is follow the process in the opposite direction and break these fractions into 2 parts. So let's do it. So what we have here is one fraction, which is 12x squared minus 10 over 2x. I can break it down into 2 fractions, each having a denominator of 2x. 2x? My bad, this pen is causing me some trouble. So 2x and 2x. What would be the numerator on the first one? 12x squared. What will be the numerator in the second one? 10. And what would be the sign in between? Minus. Now let's begin simplifying this. Now we know 2 1s are 2, and we know 2 6s are 12. So the first number comes out to be 6. That's what we're looking for, 6. X, when there's no power implied, the power implied is 1. X to the power 1 divided by x to the power 2 divided by x to the power 1. Law of indices says that if you have, let's say, x2 divided by x1, this can be written as x to the power 2 minus 1, and you can write that down as x just to the power 1. So again, let's just rub all of this. So this will become 6x, and then 2 1s are, and 2 5s are 10. So this will become 5. But the problem here is we have an x in the denominator. So this expression, 10x squared minus 10, over 2x simplifies to 6x minus 5 over x. Hence, this is not the correct answer. Right, so we know that the first one is not. Let's just cordon off the first one and begin working on the second one. Right. Now, what is the second one? The second one is 12x square minus 10x divided by 2x. We'll extend the same logic that we observed in the last part. We'll break it into two parts. 12x square over 2x minus 10x over 2x. 2 ones are, 2 6 are 12. X to the power 1, this will reduce the x to the power 2 to x to the power 1. We are left with 6x. 2 ones are, 2 5s are 10, and then the x and the x will cancel out. Yes, we've gotten the answer we were looking for, 6x minus 5. Right, so this is the first correct answer. Oops, need a highlighter. This is the first correct answer. Let's just pen it down here because we've gotten our first correct answer. This is 12. Oops, let me change it. Stay with me. So this is 12x square minus 10x divided by 2x. Let's carry on working and let's extend this to question number 3. So what is expression number 3? What is expression number 3? Expression number 3 is 2 in brackets 3x plus 4 negative 13. This should be fairly simple. All we have to do is open up the bracket. When there's no sign next to 2, it is implied that the sign is positive 2. Positive 2 into 3 is 6x. Positive 2 into 4 is 8. 2 4s are 8. And then we've got negative 13 standing alone. 6x will remain as it is because there's no other term which is defined in x, but 8 minus 13 is 5. Does that equal to the desired answer? Yes, it does. So here we go. We now have our second correct answer. We now have our second correct answer. Right. So can we pen it down here? Yes, we will pen it down. Oopsie. So this is going to be 2 times 3x plus 4 negative 13. Now of the remainder 3, 1 is right and the other 2 are wrong. Let's begin and see which one those are. So I'm going to begin with question number 4 here. Question number 4, or expression number 4, is 6, and then in brackets we have x plus 2. Then we've got negative 7. Expanding the 6 into x is 6x. 6 into 2 is 12, and then we've got negative 7 standing alone here. This seems to be a trick question because plus 12 minus 7 is plus 5. This is right. No, they're trying to trick you. Why? Because this is 6x minus 5. The desired expression is 6x minus 5. The sign here is positive. So hence, this was a trick question. This is wrong. Question number 4, expression number 4 is not the right expression. That simplifies to 6x negative 5. Let's see if expression number 5 simplifies to, we've got a square root sign here. Now, what is this telling us? This is telling us that we've got square root 36 x square negative 25. This equals to 36, we know, is the square of 6. We want to get a 6, right? Because that's one of the term in the answer, 6x. So that's why I changed that 36 into 6 square. And then I'm going to change 25 into 5 square because that too is one of the term in the simplified expression. So what can I do now? I've got 6 square x square minus 5 square. Well, I know 6 square x square can be written as 6x whole square minus 5 square. Now we've got a square minus b square. A square minus b square can be simplified a term square minus another term square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. Or normally, I mean, like teachers like to teach it as a minus b into a plus b. And that's what I can do here. I can write a is 6x, b is 5, so I can write this as 6x minus 5. That's one of the term, but I'm afraid we have another one accompanying it, which is 6x plus 5. Hence, this is not the right answer. Had we had 6x minus 5 into 6x minus 5, then we would have had 6x minus 5 whole square, and that would have simplified to 6x minus 5. But we don't have 6x minus 5 into 6x minus 5. We have 6x minus 5 into 6x plus 5. Hence, the fifth one is also wrong. The fourth one was also wrong. The third one was correct. That just leaves us with sixth, the last one. This will be correct, and let's see why that is correct. So, moving on to the last one, the sixth one. So the sixth one says, well, it says 3x whole square divided by x minus, then we've got 6x plus 10 divided by 2. 3 square is 9, x square is x square, divide that by x minus 6x plus 10 over 2. The x would take down the square, leaving behind 9x. There's a trick here, and we better be very careful with that. And that is, once we so we've got a negative sign here, and then we've got a fraction. So we're going to break down this 6x into 2 plus 10 over 2. So 9x negative 6x over 2 will give us 3x, and 10 over 2 will give us 5. Why did I put a bracket here? Because this negative was going to change the positive sign when we break the fraction into two parts, and hence it is important that when you're breaking down one big fraction into two smaller components, just put in a bracket sign so that the signs outside, are taken care of. You don't end up making a mistake. So this would be 9x, negative 3x, negative 5, 9x, negative 3x is 6x minus 5. So is that the answer? That is the answer, 6x minus 5. Implying that the sixth expression is the right expression. So I'm just going to write that down here, that this, so let's also highlight it. So let's write that down here and finish the video. Three x whole square over x minus 6x plus 10 over 2. Until next time.